Hello and welcome to this podcast interview on the subject of Biathlon's new mental health working group. I'm Callum Murray and my guest is Jessica Jislova, the working group's athlete representative. Jessica, a current athlete from Czechia, has just joined a lineup of experts on the panel, which is an initiative by the International Biathlon Union and Biathlon Integrity Unit, aimed at prioritising mental health in athletes, coaches and support teams. Stay tuned as we discuss Jessica's role in the group.
So Jess, many thanks first of all for agreeing to take part in this BIU podcast interview on the subject of our new mental health working group, and welcome.
Thank you for inviting.
The first thing I wanted to ask you was how you came to be involved in the mental health working group.
I think it was by chance. I think it was Sebastian Samuelson who mentioned my name when maybe the mental health group was thinking about asking some athlete to join. But I really like that they tried to make our environment better. So I am really happy that I was able to join.
So in your view, why is a mental health working group needed in biathlon?
I think actually it's needed maybe everywhere. And I am really happy that members of IBU were thinking about this and that they are trying to improve us in this way too. And I'm sure that many federations are already working on this topic, but for example, Czech Federation isn't. So I hope we will be able to get better and maybe we will involve in this project too and we can be better.
So what do you hope that the group will achieve?
I hope that it will bring some structure for the whole biathlon world, and then everyone will know where to go when they need some help. And I hope that people will have more information about maybe some symptoms that can occur when you are a biathlete and you maybe don't know that you need help, and that it can be fixed, and maybe people will know that they are not alone in their troubles.
So as an athlete representative, what's your role in the mental health working group?
I am now the only active athlete, and so I hope that I will be able to maybe be like a bridge between the mental health group and the current athletes, and I hope I will be of some help, and then maybe I can also help with like awareness on media, for example. And actually, I will do anything they ask, maybe.
And from your experience as a current athlete, do you think there are mental health issues that are specific to endurance sports like biathlon?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's not easy, for example, to be on the road all winter. It's difficult to see your friend, to see your inner circle, and it's difficult maybe to have your support system. So I think this is really important topic in biathlon, but also we need to focus a lot. We have two different disciplines, so you need to also be able to switch, and when you are not totally focused and when your mind is not in the right place, it can be visible in like big mistakes in the races. And sometimes maybe we don't know where these mistakes are coming from. And I think it's really important to be able to talk about these things, and it's easier to find some solutions. And of course, overtraining or like some burnout is I think fairly common in these types of sports.
Yes, I believe you had some problems yourself with overtraining. Can you tell us what your experience was and how you addressed that problem?
I think main problem was that I was really young athlete and I had no idea that like this can happen to me, and I had no idea what the actual symptoms are, because it's really difficult to like diagnose this problem. And I was really lucky that my doctor at my hometown had some like history with sport, and he actually like helped me a lot. And he also talked with my coaches, and he was, I think, really strict about how serious this problem is. And I was able to like train really, really easy for next maybe half year, and that's how I was able to continue with the sport. But there was time when I wasn't able to like go one flight of stairs in once, and I had to take a break. So I was really glad that there were someone who had some experiences and who was able to help me, and I had some information.
So you say you weren't even able to walk up the stairs. How did the symptoms start?
I think it was just feeling like basic fatigue after trainings, and it was getting worse and worse, and I wasn't able to get rid of it like when I'm normal tired after trainings or races. And I think there were times when I was able to work with my upper body, but my lower body was like I was just dragging it behind, and I knew that something is off, and I knew that I was a little bit sick before I had antibiotics, and maybe we started a little bit too early after, and then it started snowballing. And like I said, it's really difficult to know when it's normal fatigue after trainings and when this is like becoming a serious problem. So I am happy that we find it on time and I was able to overcome this.
And there are obviously a lot of other stresses that are faced by biathletes. What do you think are the most common stresses, and what can biathletes do to address them?
I think there are like a lot of different problems that can occur, and it really depends in what kind of environment or what kind of maybe results also you have in the races. It can be from the side of media, that you feel a lot of pressure when maybe you have good results, that you feel pressure that you need to be only better and better. And when you have bad results, you feel like everyone maybe hates you, or you had some hateful comments. So I think this is really difficult. Also, everyone is putting a lot of pressure on themselves. I think there is maybe also problem with fear of failure or some anxieties. And for example, anxieties for me, they can look like also normal muscle pain after training or after races. It can, I think, show like this, for example, for me. So I think if people have more information about these types of problems, they are able to faster diagnose them and get faster help, and it doesn't have to be a big problem. You can end it in the beginning and work with it.
What's the role of coaches and athlete support personnel in maintaining and improving the mental health of athletes, in your opinion?
I think important role is like to be trustworthy and creating a safe space, because that's maybe the most important thing athletes need when they have some troubles, to have someone you can go to when you need some advice or help or some more information, or maybe just also contact for someone who can maybe be a little bit more expert on some topics. And I think this also can be a role of the mental health group. We are just creating that we will be able to offer some expert or people or like safe space where anyone can go when they have some troubles.
Jess, that's fantastic. Thank you very much indeed. Really interesting to speak to you.
Thank you. It's really, I think, important topic, and I hope we can make some changes.